everyone, I'm Matt. Welcome back to another video. Today, we have a good one. We are taking a look at a collaboration unit made from Coachmen. This is a 2021 Coachmen Brookstone model 398 MBL. We are going to take a look at the outside features first, then the inside features. Then we're going to give you 3 things we love about this Brookstone and 3 things we dislike about it. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, again, welcome back to another video. I am super excited. We are here in the Lone Star State to look at a very special collaboration unit of the Brookstone. But before I begin, I would like to say hi to Will. Hey Will!
What's going on?
Why's your hands in your pocket?
Somebody else is recording today.
Who's holding the camera if you're not holding the camera?
What's going on, guys? This is JD, Big Truck, Big RV.
We're in the Lone Star State. What's going on, JD? What are you doing here?
You know, it is an absolutely beautiful day. I could actually say, what are you guys doing here? You guys are on my property right now.
Oh, man. And what are we doing on your property?
Well, this is Texas, so you could be doing all sorts of things on my property, and you're lucky that I didn't have anything on me at the time I found you on my property. No, I'm kidding, but no, you guys are here to take a look at my Coachmen Brookstone, and I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us here. This is like the Bengals versus the Chargers, which actually is today, and I'm super excited. So this is going to be our first time recording with JD. So JD, let's begin. Model is 398 MBL, but JD, what's the actual tip-to-tip length?
42 feet 7 inches long.
Okay, and the dry weight?
Dry weight on this unit, oh gosh, that was a tough question. I think it's probably 13,500 pounds in that range.
Perfect, and the pin weight?
The pin weight on this one is about 2,400 pounds.
Okay, and this was a collaboration unit between you and Coachmen. Explain to everybody what that means.
So I worked with Coachmen for quite some time after meeting them at an RV event, and they felt that it would be a good opportunity to try to build a unit the way my viewers, the way that RVers want a unit built, in terms of equipping it with the right things, setting it up with the right things. And this is essentially a culmination of 3 years of working with them to try to come up with a unit that not only had a lot of the features, technologies, and amenities people were looking for, but had it at an affordable price. Perfect. That was the key. You can make an RV for $1 million with everything everybody wants in it.
Right.
But the average person buying a fifth wheel is probably going to spend closer to $75,000 to $100,000.
Yes,
so
sir.
How do we make something that fits that need with the things they're looking for?
I love it. So right up front here, we do have a painted fiberglass front cap. Brookstone is Coachmen's top of the line fifth wheel, full profile fifth wheel. Tell me about this hitch. This hitch is not what a Brookstone would come with, right?
Correct. You would get the standard pin box with a Brookstone. It's not even a suspension pin box. It's just the standard one. Part of the ideology there is that they feel that if you get the cheapest pin box on there, then you're not wasting a lot if you want to upgrade it to whatever you want. So when you remove it, that's what people need to realize. If it came with like a Moride rubber pin box, that's a $500 pin box. Yep. So if you wanted to put a Goose Box on, well, you're going to tear a $500 product you paid for off to put a $1,000, $1,500 unit on, so you end up losing even more money. Right. So they put the cheapest one on. I ripped it off. I've been working with Reese and the folks at Horizon Global, the owners of Reese, for some time to actually put this product out. This is a 2nd generation Reese Goose Box. It essentially converts from a pin box to a gooseneck connection, and the perk here is that this is actually approved by Lippert on use for on their frames.
Nice.
Most of them aren't. Actually, besides the new one on the new Rhino frames from Lippert, this is the only gooseneck approved hitch replacement for a fifth wheel frame.
Shout out Lippert. Underneath, is this prepped for a generator?
It is prepped with one.
Oh, look at that. Does have the Cummins Onan 5500 LP generator.
Love it. I love the fact that it pulls off of the propane tanks.
Very nice.
Yep.
Oh, coming on down the side this way. It does have 6-point. Is that electric? No.
This is the ground control system, the electric.
Yes, electric leveling with these snap pads.
Yes, snap pads are on it. They were a sponsor at the time as well, and I did get those through eTrailer.
Yeah, shout out eTrailer.
Absolutely.
Official sponsor, Big Truck, Big RV. Propane tanks go here. We got your sound system right over there. Frameless windows. And what I love about Coachmen is the fact that they use Azdel. Azdel is a green-based material that will never delaminate on you. JD, you're pretty smart. Do you know exactly what Azdel is?
Well, it's a composite of recycled materials, more like a plastic fiberglass mixture.
Perfect.
So it bonds very well. It is more insulated than your standard Luan backer, and it never delaminates.
Right, yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, well, what is Azdel? And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know the...
It's a green-based
It's a
material.
No, that's what it was. People asked, like, what's a green-based material? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just what they tell me to say. Do you mind if we open this?
Absolutely.
Open it up, Will.
Okay.
It's a bit crowded in there because it is an active RV, so...
No worries.
Oh, man, look at that.
Lots of storage, though.
JD has all his tools in here. Looks like we got some solar going on. Tell us a little bit about the framing of this unit, JD, please.
Okay, so this rides on a drop frame. Drop frame, of course, being that lower beam that attaches to the main beam. 12-inch main beam, 10-inch I-beam for the lower section, which I am a huge fan of a 10-inch I-beam.
Okay.
You see some models that have an 8-inch I-beam. Some brands like Jayco are now moving to a 10-inch I-beam on the bottom, which I really like. That drop frame is what gives you this huge storage because you don't have the frame protruding up into your storage bay. Real quick about the solar setup. This was a collaboration with eTrailer as well as Go Power.
Shout out eTrailer.
Yeah, so, you know, they are a sponsor of my channel, and they are a great one in the sense that they really like to carry the products most people need, want, and would really need whenever they're RVing, camping, or trucking. And with mine, we have two really awesome 250 amp hour Go Power batteries behind this wall. They are lithium iron phosphate batteries.
Okay.
Have the IC3000 inverter. That's an aftermarket inverter. It's an intelligent inverter that does everything for the RV in terms of power. It is super awesome how it works with those batteries. And this is all your monitoring right here. Lets you know what's going into your panels, lets you control your inverter, and up here gives you the status of your panels themselves. So very, very cool setup in here.
Perfect. What else we got going on here, Will?
Cool, so we got a little outside kitchen right here. Just a little mini fridge there. Nice sink plumb through. Little spray port and power on that side. The side marker lights, and you did have the Furrion side marker cameras installed.
Correct.
Yes.
Very nice.
You got the 360 cameras like the one on the back as well?
Sure do.
Very nice. So right over here, look at this. We got the Lippert component slingshot. Lippert screen assist, very nice.
And the screen defender down here.
Oh,
For the
one thing
dogs,
you don't have, JD, you don't have the hydraulic assisted steps.
Well, that is actually a reason. So this specific step system is the Solid Step XF. This is kind of a prototype step that I got before anybody else was able to get it.
Okay.
If you look at the overall width of this step, it's wider than anything else that's on the market.
Oh, Will, stand in the door, brother.
Yeah. And because of this, it actually doesn't support the hydraulic assist because that attaches to the framework right here and it goes inside of the RV.
Got
Gotcha.
it. Yeah, look how wide that doorway is. Very nice. Will, what type of packages do we have on the side there?
Okay, like Matt said, it does have the Azdel, but it's got the weather shield. What's that one?
DSI is actually a quality award that the folks at Coachmen got.
Oh, that's cool. 4 Seasons comfort, and then the Dexter axles on it as well.
Which we should talk about.
Speaking of the axles, look at those tires, JD. They're the Continentals. HT2Ls. I love those. Those are the 245-70 R17.5. Now, JD, I've never seen tires like that on an RV before.
Well, you probably have to go to a heavy equipment dealer who moves around bulldozers and excavators because these are the same tires. They're J-rated load spec tires.
Wow.
Same tires that you would actually see on a lowboy that hauls around 150,000-pound excavators.
A lot better than those Westlakes, huh?
I haven't found anything that's better than that tire. That's an amazing tire.
Right, and then you wanted to touch on the axles?
So yeah, so this specific unit uses a unique set of axles that only this unit has from Coachmen, and these are 8,000-pound Dexter axles.
Wow.
With the 8,000-pound electric over hydraulic disc brakes.
Okay.
If you watched a video I did a while back, you'll realize that we had some issues with the quality of how those disc brakes were installed, and we actually had to have folks from Dexter and Coachmen come out to fix the system because there was just a lack of quality control that they resolved. They took ownership of it, but at the same time, it needed to get fixed.
I love it. Frameless windows, I might have said that, but then we have not one, but 2 power awnings. I love how the other power awning is on this slide out as well with the LED lights on both sets of awnings.
Something special about these windows.
Talk to me.
So there's a little sticker right here on each window. What do you think it says on the other side?
Dual pane?
Insulated dual pane.
Nice.
So yeah, that was a big feature. A lot of folks don't understand sometimes the value that dual pane windows provide, because if you look at the R value rating, it's usually really low, like an R1 rating.
Okay.
But in terms of radiant energy, radiant heat that actually can make it through, it significantly reduces and blocks it. And in a hot climate like we're out here in South Texas, even though it's not crazy hot today, typically you'd feel just that hot air or that hot heat coming through the window.
Wow.
This blocks it off almost entirely. And once we get inside, you can feel it and you'll see that they're very cool.
And Brookstone, that's an option from them?
It is an option from them. They've had that as an option for quite a while.
Perfect. Coming around the back, Will, can you make use of what's going on here?
Yeah, well, this looks like a bike rack, right?
Okay.
That was added
Oh, no.
aftermarket by Lippert.
Yeah, that is a bike rack, right?
It's a storage
Storage
system,
rack,
yeah.
okay.
So it gives you all sorts of different functionality.
Cool. Yeah, so you do have the backup camera like we said there. You got the little portable tank, and of course a ladder to get up on the back.
And then what's going on with these halo views?
So that is a very interesting and very expensive system, so I don't want to make anybody believe that this is super affordable, but it's a sponsored product that HaloView sent. These are essentially blind spot detection sensors for your RV that
That's
wirelessly
pretty cool.
connect to your truck.
Nice. Nice. You got the official BTBRV stickers and everything. Will,
Yeah.
am I blind? I don't see a Matt's RV review sticker anywhere here.
And I don't see any way for you to get on top of the RV.
Right, right. Jen has her drone, so maybe we'll fly it up real quick.
What is on the roof though? I assume you have. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you talked about the solar.
Yeah, we have 3 solar panels up
Okay.
there. If it's worth talking about them for a second,
Yes.
one of the panels was included with the build of the RV. Pretty much, you're seeing most RV manufacturers moving to trying to include a single solar panel
At least
on top.
one, yep.
And most people don't understand why. They think it's because it's cool to have solar. But the reality is they're doing it because there's so many issues you can have with components on your RV if you let your batteries get too low. This is simply a way to maintain your batteries while it's in storage, while you're not using it, so your house battery is fully charged. So they had one, it's a 190 watt panel that was included, and it feeds an inverter that goes to, or it feeds a charge controller that goes to the single house battery. Well, when we added the 2 additional Go Power panels, at first we were like, well, let's combine the 3 and just power the whole system off of it. But then we realized very quickly we could do something unique. So we actually used the 2 Go Power panels and the 2 250 amp hour batteries to stand alone as its own system. If that system ever drains completely dead, the house battery is non-impacted by it. But we wired the house battery in so it's charged through the same IC3000 controller. So basically we could drain all of our power out of those 2 batteries and still have the ability to retract landing gear, close slides, use interior lighting, things like that.
JD, I'm glad you're not an RV salesman because you'd outsell me in a heartbeat.
I don't know about that. I don't have the personality.
Right, but you got that knowledge for sure. Right over here, looks like you added this power cord reel.
I totally did.
Yes.
And the reason why is because this space typically is not included on any Brookstone.
Ah,
Yep.
custom.
Is that behind the fireplace?
It's behind the fireplace.
Very
so
smart.
When you look at brands like Alliance, which I'm a fan of, or Grand Design, or even DRV, they typically will include an area where you can pull the fireplace forward
Right.
and you can have access behind it. And the folks here at Coachmen thought they could do that as well. And I said, why would you want to do that? I personally can't think of any use personally for that space.
Because Mr. Brady, I can't see any use of that either. That's always one of my dislikes when it comes to alliances.
Yep, and it's a lot of weight because
Yep.
you attach the front of the fireplace to it.
Yep.
So I said, well, why not just put a hatch on the back that gives you space on the outside? Because you can always use space for
Right.
your power cords and for inverters, or not inverters, for your surge protectors and
Yep.
things like that inside of there.
I love it. I love it. Coming on down the side here, is this where we're dumping our tanks?
This is right up here.
Okay.
So there's one single dump valve
Yep.
on this specific one. I'm not a big fan of manufacturers that put dump valves all over their RV to where you have to move it around to drain it out.
Right.
We have one here, and like most fifth wheels, it's going to be inside the wet bay where you control it. We do have the Valtura end cap on the end of it, so you can simply make sure you don't have a mess whenever you open that thing up and
yeah.
stuff comes flying out. That is probably the single best upgrade you can put on any RV.
For sure.
Yep, we also have a hose carrier that's attached to the bottom of the frame right there as well.
Cool.
All right.
Yes, sir. Didn't mention the Lippert road armor suspension on that.
Heavy duty shackle straps, greasable wet bolts.
You say it so much smarter than I do. I'm like, yep. We got mud dauber screens going on the water heater, little spray port. Here's your black tank flush, outdoor shower, tank pull.
Yep, all
Do you have
quick
potable
connects.
water fill? There it is.
Absolutely.
Potable.
Potable.
Potable?
Yes.
And then right here we do got storage on the outside here.
And it is one of the quickie slide out trays.
That's nice.
Very nice. And then just more propane right there. Well, JD, the outside of your Brookstone looks great, but the inside looks even better. Let's go take a look.
Let's check it out. Can't believe I have to record you skipping to the front door.
Yes, sir.
We might be in Texas, but still Matt's RV reviews.
Let's make this cinematic.
Okay. Very, very nice. Matt's RV Reviews is proudly sponsored by Lippert. Did you guys know Lippert does so much more than axles and chassis? They actually make a whole bunch of RV lifestyle aftermarket products. I have 3 chairs that I want to show you guys today. The first chair is the super popular zero gravity chair. This chair, you can lean all the way back, you can relax it, you just feel like you're in space with zero gravity. It's an awesome chair, and I know that's one of the best sellers. Then there's my personal favorite, which is a traditional fold-up chair. What I do like is that all 4 stay sturdy, but you can pitch the back so you can lock into your favorite place. And then finally, Will's favorite chair, the Big Bear chair. This is good for all the big guys out there or anybody who just wants an extra large chair. Thank you so much to Lippert for sponsoring this video. We actually have links down below on where you can pick up some of these chairs. Let's continue the video. Beautiful. So JD, do you want to start by telling us, so I asked JD earlier, they do make the 398, but there was some things in your collaboration that isn't the same as it is here. What would that stuff be?
Okay, so the first thing to point out is that the original 398 MBL was a collaboration with my channel. We really added some design elements that we thought would look really nice and add some usable features. For instance, behind Will, the original 398 has a door right here. Yep, and it has cabinetry that goes around it. We thought it looked very aesthetically appealing. It was very cosmetically nice looking. It looked very grand. But then what we realized we took away was the ability for us to have deep cabinetry, any real pantry storage, because it was kind of wedged in the corner right here.
Right.
And the door itself, you had no access to your mid-bunk when the slide was in. So for me, the biggest part of it was it lacked a dedicated coffee station area. I have to drink coffee, and anytime I walk through an RV, I'm always looking for a spot to put a Keurig or a coffee maker.
Yes, sir.
And it didn't have one.
Right.
The one it had was on a 7-inch deep shelf, which means the thing's going to fall off. So this is the second collaboration we did to fix all the problems or all the things that I identified from the first one. The current 398 MBL is still available. It's still what you're going to buy if you go onto Coachmen's website, you go to a dealership. It's going to have the door right here. This is something they're still considering moving to, but in today's age of RVs and manufacturers, it's hard to say when they're actually going to do that.
Well, if people comment down below, Coachmen is one of the biggest fans of our channel. They'll listen to what you guys have to say, so let us know if you like the differences that are in JD's units, or if you rather have it the way that it currently is being made now.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is actually the third prototype unit. The first one was the one we're talking about. The second one had a pantry that was really short right here. It wasn't very deep. And this is the third, which we made some additional changes. One, we were able to make this countertop here significantly deeper. The pantry space itself is actually a fully functional pantry now versus it was about half this deep before.
Oh, wow.
So now it's completely functional. You know, it just gave us more space.
Perfect.
Here at the end, this was a big one. Just because, you know, you have an island, it's a functional island, but oftentimes one of your challenges is prep space, it's additional seating, things like that, and this is just typically dead space. It's typically an area that if you're sitting on the couch, maybe if I have my daughter here and she wants to color or do homework, she now has a space. Right. This flips down. I replaced the bracket that they used here because I didn't like it. It felt a little janky. This one right here is definitely more heavy duty, a lot easier to operate.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. So, Will, have a seat on the couch. We never get to sit on the couch together.
I know.
So, starting back here, we do have a nice tri-cushion sofa. This is trifold?
It is.
Very nice. We got 3 windows all the way around, daytime shades, and privacy shades.
Yes.
And very, I would call them neutral looking valances. Nobody's gonna love them, nobody's gonna hate them. I feel like they'll just work with everybody. And then Will, can you show some of that upper cabinetry?
Of course. Nice storage up here. Right there. And right here.
And then this unit has 3 AC units.
Correct. These are all 13.5 Coleman quiet cool units.
Perfect. Then right here we do have the nice theater seats with all the remotes, cup holders here. Double tap.
They do.
Oh, and they change colors. Very nice. This right here, you have like a little table. And then that right there, you have a little fan right there, which is interesting. And we have a prism of power right here. USB and 12 volt.
Yep. Something unique about these seats, these are part of their new seismic line. Full power recline.
Okay.
Full power headrest tilt as well.
Wow.
Vibration, heat, which is pretty common on LCI stuff. But these little end jacks right here are actually powered. So
cool.
These little things, you can put a light in here. I have all of the different accessories. You throw it in here, and you'd be surprised how powerful this equipment is. I mean, it's really, really a cool setup. And it throws some good air out, too.
Very nice. And then directly across from the theater seats is the TV entertainment center here. Looks like we got a little bit of storage right there. An RCA TV sound system here. Very nice. DVD player here and a, looks like a 32-inch, 40-inch Greystone fireplace.
Yep.
Perfect. And then Will, show us the kitchen.
Cool. All right, I'll start over here. You got nice storage all around the microwave. It's a high point regular microwave, right? Or is it convection?
It's not convection.
Okay, regular microwave. Nice window on this side here. 3-burner Greystone cooktop with the glass cover. A little bit of counter space, like pretty good actually. You know, enough for spatulas and whatever you're using as storage here.
Is that a trash can, Will?
No.
Okay.
No, this was actually part of the collaboration too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so we typically would see a trash can here on on most Brookstones, but we felt the better location would be under the sink. So we had them make the cabinet doors taller and open it up more to fit trash cans under the sink. And here we turn this into a spice storage, and on this side it holds cutting boards.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that. Nice oven right there, and it does have all the blue lights and everything, and a little bit of storage underneath. Nice big residential Samsung refrigerator here.
JD, you like water?
I do.
Yes, sir.
In South Texas, you need to like water.
Yeah. And freezer down below. We got this too, a little bit of storage up top. And then here, like JD mentioned, nice coffee station right there. A little bit of storage up top. And a couple drawers and cabinets down below. Oops, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's padded.
Okay, cool. And then, like you said, again, pantry here. Really good size pantry. I do like that. And then on the center is the island.
Yep,
so nice solid surface countertops throughout the whole kitchen, and it looks really nice. Store a couple drawers here. Single bowl, big single bowl sink with a little spray faucet.
Very nice.
And storage down here. That's where the trash can is.
Is there one in there?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a $104 trash can. Actually, this is 2021, so that makes it an $86 trash can.
It does, yeah.
With the price increases, JD, we had to raise the price of the trash cans.
Of course.
And then, like you said, that little pull-out or flip-up extension right there. I like this a lot, actually.
It's little things, little practical ideas.
Cool. And then moving on, this is a mid-bunk unit. Really, really nice in here. It does have a loft. We do have a bunk right here that flips up out of the way. And then you have a sofa right here that also makes a bed. And this is what the future's moving to. Right here you got plenty of wardrobe space. We got storage space above there, TV. And I like this because this is like a little desk area, a little work area. So many people that I know, they're getting mid-bunks and they don't even have kids anymore. It's great for a guest room. Because currently I'm staying in Will and Jen's Avenue, and it truthfully sucks not having a guest room. But also to have an office that Jen could work in while we're traveling, or just have your own. Or even if you don't have guests, just have a little bit of separation. The mid bunks I think are killing it, and definitely one of the most popular fifth wheels.
Yeah, and the cool thing about a mid-bunk is you can take all this stuff out.
Yeah.
And you can just turn this into a room, an office.
Right.
I've seen people that have put a drum set inside of it, like a music room. One of the design cues that's different than the current Brookstone is definitely all of this area. In the current Brookstone that you can buy, the desk is only about half this deep. And I told them it needs to be a functional desk. It needs to be a desk that is as deep as you would typically expect one to be, with all the TV mounts, everything you need right here. And Will, one thing you'll probably notice,
the
ceiling height.
It is really good in here for a mid-bunk with a loft.
Right. Normally with a loft, you're not getting that.
No, you're not.
Interesting. How's that? It's just like a smaller loft?
Not really. Once we get up there, you'll see. One thing that's unique about how Coachmen builds the Brookstone is that they actually make the top roof from the outside radius up and over.
Interesting.
So because the air conditioners are on one side of that radius and the front air conditioners on the other side of that radius, you can allow the top roof to actually go higher than you might normally.
Is this considered a mid-pro?
No, this is a full profile.
It is full pro,
absolutely.
okay.
Yep, so one thing that we did a little different here because we really didn't like this design is this step system was incredibly dangerous for our daughter to get up here.
Yes.
And mainly getting out because you have to reach your foot around this piece. So the folks over at E-Trailer, Fisher Channel sponsor.
Yeah. Yes.
Sent me this toy hauler bunk thing. Let's see if we can put that in here. Yep, and it just goes right there.
Oh, I'm messing it up for you, JD.
You pass the hole. There we go. There we go. All right, so now it's a lot easier for her to climb up to the mid bunk, get in, and get back out.
Yep, nice little loft area. You got a window up there, a little bit of storage, and a TV up there with plenty of USB power for her cell phone. She have a cell phone yet?
Nope. Has an iPad though.
Cool.
No, flips the other way.
Oh, I'm messing it up.
It's okay, because it's only on live TV.
Yes. Cool. And then Will go on in the bathroom.
Okay.
Come around. There's something special about this door that you'll see once you open it.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye, Will.
Okay. So Matt, what do you notice about this door? And this was a collaboration.
Yep. There's a magnet. There's a magnet, so it gives you like a lot bigger bathroom feeling.
That is cool.
Yes, sir.
Like an ensuite.
Yes.
Right.
I watch a lot of HGTV, obviously.
Cool. Me first?
Yes.
This is a nice big shower. I'm actually surprised for a mid-bunk how big this shower is.
Is it Encore brand?
It doesn't look like it.
But the sidewall does look like Encore.
It's Encore material on the sides. Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Encores always do a great job. But yeah, there's plenty of room, plenty of head height, and they added in that skylight, which really helps. So this definitely passes. Bing!
That's the shower test seal of approval.
That's right.
Right over here, we have a nice little sink, storage underneath there, medicine cabinet, and then JD. It's porcelain.
Needs to be porcelain.
This is a prime poop position. Bing! Very nice. And then a little bit of towel wardrobe here, and hanging towel space right over there.
What about leg space?
Yeah,
Right.
Will, you got to sit on that.
This will pass for me too, I'm sure.
I mean, not just
Like, look.
Right.
So much leg space.
Break out the Sunday newspaper.
Yeah.
What's nice about this too is what we found is when you're like getting ready in the morning and everything, if you don't need the leg space when you're going to the bathroom, but to get ready, get dressed, get dried off, it's really nice.
Yes, absolutely. And then over here, into the master bedroom, we do got a king-size bed. Love the headboard with the 3 windows. Wardrobe space right over there. Very nice. And then this is going to be stackable washer and dryer, which is very nice.
That is nice.
Furrion TV above here, above the window. And then right here is the dresser drawers. And, storage. Will you tell me to open that?
You can open it.
Okay. Right here. This is where people keep their guns. And that's why they keep their RVs unlocked. Say, come and get me. And then we got storage right there. And storage underneath the bed. Anything else particularly special about this bedroom?
Yeah, so the typical Brookstone had nightstands that extended over the edge of the bed, which I hated.
Yep.
So we actually collaborated with them to put in the nightstands from the previous generation Brookstone.
Got it.
Because I really like them on the end.
Yes.
They're not quite big enough, I think, to hold like a CPAP machine. I know that's really important for a lot of folks.
Right.
I do always recommend that manufacturers do something to address that because it is so important for some folks.
Yep.
The other thing that we did was we upgraded the mattress from the standard craptress that was in here to
Craptress. I like that. Yes, yes.
to an e-trailer mattress. This e-trailer mattress is actually really phenomenal because it's dual-sided, has memory foam mixed in with it, but it's firm on one side, plush on the other side.
Oh.
So
Fisher Channel sponsor Big Truck Big RV.
yeah. I wish they sponsored the actual installation because that was a nightmare.
Oh, was it?
Oh yeah. Yep. Pop the seal and the thing unrolls like a can of
wow.
muffins, and yeah, it was an effort.
Well, JD, well, that's it. That's the review. Now, before everybody leaves, it's going to be a little awkward because we're on JD's property. But, Will, you know the rules. It's now time we give JD 3 things we love about his fifth wheel and 3 things we dislike about it. Will, what do we do first?
All right, guys, this was a great video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to their channel.
3 things we got to end on a positive note.
Yeah.
So 3 things we dislike.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
First thing I dislike, Will, this is a very long, narrow walkway. Normal mid bunks, and maybe I'm wrong. They're not as long and they're not as narrow. Am I crazy or?
I think that's the way it normally is, but yeah, it's a downside probably to mid bunks. What do you think, JD?
It's on a wide chassis, but the challenge that we would have had is if we made this any wider, this door wouldn't have worked in the open position.
Yep.
But I can agree with that.
Okay, that's just number 1. Perfect. Number 2, we're going down here.
Okay.
Do you want to say it, Will, or me?
What's that?
Carpet.
The carpet, yeah.
Whamp, whamp. We are not a fan of the carpet when it comes to any fifth wheels or any RVs. We don't like the carpet in the slide outs. The way I eat, I'm a slob. I'd be eating at that dinette. Which, did we even talk about the dinette?
We didn't. We missed the dinette.
Oh, well, let's show you. Will, have a seat at the dinette.
Okay.
Very nice dinette.
There's a modification. There's a modification here.
Really?
So if you look at the valances, how they come down on that side, you'll notice none of these windows have valances.
Oh,
yeah.
very smart.
Look how close your chair is to where a valance would be. It knocked them off.
That's smart.
But I removed them. So they came with valances. I ended up removing them all.
Well, good. That's a good idea. But again, still, valances or no valances.
Yeah.
I do not like the carpet on the flooring.
Okay.
So that's number 2. And then, Will, I need a 3rd dislike.
Mine's small, and you guys kind of saw it. But if we go over here, the way that this cabinet is designed with the slide and everything, luckily JD has the rubber there, but I could see a lot of people damaging that door right there.
Perfect. Well, I mean, since we do have a special guest, we'll give 4 dislikes. JD, owning this RV, what is something that you're just not a huge super fan of that you would switch in your next RV? You knew this was coming.
I got to figure something out. I know. I could probably think of several things, but I'd say the biggest one is the attention to detail when it comes to fit and finish of things that just would seem basic. And I'm not. And this is actually against almost any RV, but because of the RV that we own, there's certain little areas where it could have been inspected better. It could have been walked through a little better, and you end up fixing it yourself, wondering how that thing could have gotten missed. You know, for the most part, things are pretty solid, but there have been little areas that, again, I've noticed some small fit and finish detail problems, and that's just an area that just takes a little bit more time to walk through.
And like you said, that's probably an industry thing. That's not against Coachmen.
Yeah.
You know, we could probably say the same thing about our Alliance, same thing about our old Cougar. You know, it's the industry.
Yeah. But the valances, that's an easy one. I had to rip all the valances off because I kept breaking them off.
Good upgrade. Yeah. Great. So that's 3 things we don't like about it. Will, now it's time for 3 things we love about this fifth wheel. Would you like to go first?
Sure. I'm going, and this is custom, but I love this countertop extension.
Super smart.
This is so smart, yeah. It's a great idea. It's not flush. Normally I prefer when it's flush.
Yep.
But it's big enough that you can put a whole crock pot here. You can put plates here. Like, it's usable space. You know, I think that was a great idea.
And when you don't need it, it's down.
It's down, yeah.
Well, here's the key to why it's not flush. If it were flush, it would be too tall for normal seated height.
Oh.
So like a small child or something sitting there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great.
Perfect.
So that's number 1. Number 2, I am going to say I love the fact that JD got them to alter this area and put the door over on that side. This is super smart. I like it. I like the coffee bar here. I like the little food ninja. What's your favorite thing to cook?
Bacon.
How do you get your steaks cooked?
Rare.
I knew JD wanted to taste the fear in the cow. Yeah. Do you really eat it rare?
Pittsburgh.
What's that mean?
That's charred on the outside, rare on the inside.
Really?
Yep. I love my char.
I knew it. But yeah, I love this setup over here, and I think they did a great job with it. And then I'm going to combo that with that mid-bunk. You know, really good size, really good layout with the office space. So that's number 2. And then, Will, number 3?
You should give JD number 3.
JD,
Or are you giving him number
I'll do number 4.
Well, no, he'll do number 4, so we do number 3.
Number 3, I'm definitely going to have to go with that bathroom.
Yes.
Not only is the shower great,
Right.
the toilet's great, and there's room to actually get dressed, get dried off, you know, get ready in the morning. I love that bathroom.
And the combo
for
that...
a mid-bunk.
Yeah, and to combo that with that door that swings open, just gives you that bigger feeling of the bathroom area.
It does, yep.
So JD, number 4.
Number 4 would be the fact that we retained almost a full-size rear living room floor plan, considering there's a mid-bunk.
Yep, 100%.
Oftentimes your mid-bunk really cannibalizes into your kitchen space and your living room space, so it was a real challenge, given the constraints square footage-wise you get with an RV, to make something like that work. Folks oftentimes don't know that there's a method to all of this. When people saw this, they said, well, why didn't you move this out further? Why didn't we move this out further, guys?
The door probably would have hit the island.
Even worse, the slide would have hit the island. Or the slide would, would have hit the wall.
Yes.
So the challenge people may not understand is all your slides, when they're in, they need to have space to fit around things. And most of the times you're restricted by the ability for a slide to come in because it would hit something if you want the crown molding and you want other nice accents and trim. So.
Cool. Well, now JD, do you remember the MSRP on this?
At the time, or what it is now?
About what it is now. Do you know it?
Well, first of all, they don't make this floor plan, but if you get a fully spec'd out with generator...
Well, hang on. Do you know it, though?
Yes.
Will, do you know what time it is? It's now time for the MSRP. Burr, 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 burr.
Am I supposed to say something now?
Yeah, the MSRP.
About $110,000.
Okay. JD's like, why did I invite these guys over to my house?
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I haven't watched enough of y'all's videos. That's probably what I should be prepared for all this.
Oh my God, no, that's so funny. Okay,
you guys do realize you're in Texas, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so about 110,000. Well, I don't even know. Do we sell Brookstones throughout?
I believe we do. Yeah, I'd have to look it up.
Did you get this at Explorer?
No, I did not.
Have you reviewed one at Explorer?
I've seen Coachmen products, but not their fifth wheel line.
Got it. Okay, so I don't know if we even sell this brand. If we do, go to mattsrvreviews.com, fill out that contact tab. Will and I will be able to help you. And you know what? Even if we don't sell this brand and you're interested in it, we'll tell you what dealership sells it near you.
Yeah, of course.
Do we sell it?
Almost there. Coachmen.
Proprietary info, JD.
Yeah, Brookstone.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, don't we sell it at Bill Clemens? Because we did that chaparral at Bill Clemens. I know we sell Brookstone, so we have at least one dealership.
Wait, was this, what floor plan is this again?
The 398 MBL.
We got one in stock.
Oh, what's the MSRP, Will?
Actually, MSRP, because you said the one with generator and everything, MSRP of one in stock is $93,121. Right. 124, sorry.
Yep.
So with generator and a few other options. Yeah, interesting.
And just keep in mind that this is a conceptual prototype, so you will not find this floor plan. You'll find the first generation that we did the collaboration on, which was released in, I believe, 2019, 2020.
Perfect.
Northgate RV.
Northgate, yep, North Carolina. So,
yep.
Yeah, guys, let us know. But honestly, we just super honored to be here. Super honored to be at in Texas at JD's Ranch, at the Big Truck Big RV Ranch.
Yes.
And Will, is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, huge thanks to you, JD, for letting us come. It was awesome seeing your unit.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I love this unit. I think some of the little things you did was awesome. So, thank you.
JD, anything you want to say?
Do I have a horn growing out of my head?
No.
Somebody said I have a horn growing out of my head, and that's why I'm not on camera.
He's wearing a cowboy hat because this is Texas, but no horn growing out of the head.
Okay, just making sure that I'm not missing something that other people see in shadows.
And is there a reason why you don't like showing yourself on camera?
Absolutely. So, you know, when you get to a certain size of channel, and this is something I've confirmed through other YouTubers that make content, you have a security risk at that point. You know, I have small children, and there's been more than one occasion where people have done some very aggressive things to try to stop me, to talk to me, especially RV parks, on the highways. They've even followed me to my daughter's school before, while I'm taking her to school. So it's not necessarily for me. If I didn't have children, if I didn't have a family to protect, I'd probably be on camera. It wouldn't be a big deal. But I'm not the one I have to think about. I have to think about the ones who can't defend themselves, the ones who aren't choosing to do this. This is my choice.
For sure.
And that's the main reason why. You know, someday that genie may come out of the bottle, but you know, the reality of it is I got to think of my family. And 99.999% of my viewers are awesome, great viewers. They're just amazing, and I really appreciate their support. I appreciate them watching. But there's that 0.001% that you do have to worry about at times, and that's what it comes down to. And you guys have even told me some stories about yourselves. And
I mean, like we all have stories. Like, you know, I think it's different on my level. 301-906-0962. That's my personal cell number, right? And so we get crazies in that time all the time. I think the difference is, you know, people know where to find me at the dealership. And have you been to a service department of a dealership? I'm very well protected at the dealership. Those service guys don't protect us. But yeah, no, definitely. And you know, we appreciate, you know, you coming on the channel. Also, make sure you guys, for some reason, if you don't already subscribe to Big Truck Big RV, make sure you go to his channel, because once we're done filming this, JD, Will, and Jen are going to be filming Will's brand new Alliance Avenue 32 RLS. You guys seen my review, you've seen Will's review, but you're definitely not going to want to miss JD's review of Will's actual unit.
Yep. And you know what's cool is that I'm the only channel that provides you 15 things I like and 15 things I don't like about the RV.
Like and subscribe. Again, JD, I can't tell you how much we appreciate this.
Yes,
thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks. What's going on, guys? It is an absolutely beautiful day out here at the property. Gonna go over to the RV real quick to what the hell is going on? Hey, what the hell are you guys doing out here? Get off my property!
We're starting in 3, 2, 1.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Oh, crap, it's him!
Run, Will! Run!